Welcome to Tuesdays with Terra. I'm Terra Bundance, and today I'm going to talk about authenticity as it relates to responsibility. And I'm also going to share a very powerful tool to support you in owning your power and owning your authentic self. Take just a moment to think about those two words. Authenticity means living your best self, living the self that you feel that you are on the inside. Responsibility is all about being aware that the way we show up in the world affects the world around us. So when we're being authentic, we're expressing ourselves from the place that's true. And when we're being responsible, we're aware that how we show up is affecting the people around us and the world around us, and thus the experiences that we have. Both authenticity and responsibility require presence. So when we're present and aware and not living in the past or the future, we can be more mindful of how we show up in the world, and we can become more tuned in to who we want to be and how we want to be in the world. When we live in the future, we're always future tripping. We're always thinking about the way that things might turn out. And sometimes that's not so great. Sometimes there's a lot of wishful thinking and hopeful thinking. But when we live into that all the time, we're not being present with how we're creating our future. All we're doing is living to the future. We're not living in the now and aware that the future will exist eventually from the place that we're living. When we're living in the past, a lot of times we're just dwelling on the things that didn't work out, or we're dwelling on the things that did work out, but we don't have that anymore, and so we're living in a stressful environment that doesn't allow us to be more present and joyful with the life that we're living. So I've heard a lot of people say that when we live in the future, we create anxiety, and when we live in the past, we create depression. Those two things don't support us in living from a present, authentic, and responsible place. It's very difficult to take responsibility when we're feeling anxious or depressed. So a lot of times we'll put that energy out there to someone else. We'll blame others. We'll say this is happening because that thing that happened in the past, or this is happening because nobody's showing up for me. Nobody's doing the things that I need them to do to help me get what I need in the world. By doing that, it looks as though we're giving away our power, but we can't actually give away our power. We are born with our energy and our vibration and our essence. And that essence is who we are all the time. We can dampen that essence, or we can kind of raise that vibration or that essence to its highest capability. And when we live from that highest capability space, we're living authentically. We are living more present. But when we lower that vibration and lower that energy, we usually are living in a place that doesn't support us in a positive way. So it looks like we're giving our power away to others, but in essence, we're actually just lowering our vibration. That's all we're doing. Nobody can take away our power. Nobody can give us power. We can't take away other people's power, and we can't even give away our own power. All we can do is give away responsibility for our lives. So when we blame others, it looks like we're giving our power away. When we allow others to take responsibility for our lives or to control us, it looks like we're giving away our power. But really, all we're doing is we're lowering our vibration and allowing others to take control of our space. That doesn't mean that the power is gone. It just means that we've forgotten what it looks like when it's up. Okay. So when we take a moment and really take the time to recognize I'm giving my power away, I'm giving up my responsibility for my life, I'm giving my power away, I'm living in the past or I'm living in the future. I want to be more present with my life. I want to be more authentic in my experiences and in my relationships. And the only way I'm going to do that is to take responsibility for how I've lowered my vibration. So I need to raise my vibration up Recognize that I'm the one that's making the choices and taking the actions that lead to the life that I'm experiencing, meaning that I'm taking responsibility for the relationships that I create. I take responsibility for how I set boundaries or don't set boundaries. And I'm taking responsibility for being my most authentic self by living into the joy that I choose to live and experience, or how I choose to express myself. That doesn't mean that we're all going to show up the same way, right? So I'm an extrovert, external processor. I'm an 8 on the Enneagram. I'm a manifesting generator on the human design. I'm a Taurus. I'm all of those things that create the energy and the essence of the person that I show up to be. Now, if I dampen any of those aspects of myself, or if I think that this is the only thing that I am, if I think that those things are the only ways that I can define myself, then basically I'm just living into the basic, the baseline of who I'm capable of being. When I can express from the place of living into who I choose to be in each and every moment, then I'm being authentic. Then I'm being something more than the way I describe myself or the way that others might describe me. The thing is, all those aspects of how I might show up in other people's lives doesn't fully define me. My authentic self is where my heart lives, it's where my soul is and lives and breathes. And when I allow that soul and that heart to come present and be responsible for how I show up in the world, that's when I'm authentic. So I'm going to do a little exercise now to take you through a process that's all about how to become more present and more aware of how I show up in the world. So take a moment to sit back and really settle into your space. Okay. Take a couple of deep breaths, even put your hand on your chest if you wish to, or both hands on your chest, on your heart. And take a couple of deep breaths to give yourself a moment to become very present. Good. Okay, so from this place, I'm going to ask you a question and then I'm going to ask you another question. And I want you to be very true to yourself, be very honest with yourself, and allow yourself to answer quickly, specifically paying attention to the first feeling or thought that comes to your mind, okay, or even to your heart. So, the question I'm going to ask you several times over and over again is, what are you feeling right now? And whenever you name the thing, I want you to attach no story to it. So it might be, I'm feeling excited. I'm feeling scared. I'm feeling uncomfortable. I'm feeling disconnected. Or I'm feeling a heaviness in my chest. It could be a physical feeling or it could be an emotional, uh, sensory feeling. So you can feel whatever you're feeling. Name the thing that you're feeling. Go ahead and name it out loud if you feel comfortable doing that right now, or just name it inside your mind. And once you name it, take a breath. The next question I'm going to ask you is it yours? So ask yourself, is it mine? And you can think, no, that's not really mine. Don't attach any story to it. Don't try to figure it out. And then I'm going to ask you again, what are you feeling right now? Name what you're feeling. Take a breath. And then I'm going to ask, is it yours? If it is, just say yes. If it isn't, say no. The energy kind of dissipates and a new energy takes its place. If it is yours and you say yes, then you become more present with the feeling that you're having. And you can dig a little deeper if you wish by asking, what are you feeling right now? Is it yours? We're going to keep doing that over and over again. And what's going to happen is you're going to keep going through some layers. It may start off feeling dense or heavy or uh, disconnected or something that doesn't feel present. But eventually, you're going to start feeling more and more present with what you're feeling and how you're feeling. You might dig a little deeper to the point where you feel emotion. You might get angry. You might get sad. You might start laughing. You might feel like throwing up. You might cry. All of those things are perfectly normal and healthy, but we want to get past that ceiling that we create for ourselves, which is our comfort zone. We're going to get past the comfort zone and into a new space, a new energy, a new vibration of what our bodies and minds and hearts and souls want to take us to. That allows us to be more present, and it allows us to be more conscious and aware and responsible and authentic. Okay, so get ready. Take a deep breath. What are you feeling right now? Breathe into that. Is it yours? Breathe into that. What are you feeling right now? Breathe. Is it yours? Breathe. What are you feeling right now? Breathe. Is it yours? Breathe. What are you feeling right now? Breathe. Is it yours? Breathe. We're going to keep moving forward, but I want to mention that you may be feeling aggravated or uncomfortable or frustrated about hearing me repeat the same question over and over again. You might even find that you're repeating the same word over and over again. I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this. Yes, it's mine. I'm feeling this. Yes, it's mine. It may be the same thing over and over again, and that might cause some frustration. So say the word that you're feeling about that feeling, because the point is that we're trying to get a little bit underneath each of those feelings. Okay. The point is we're digging a little deeper because our psyche, our amygdala, our ego is going to try and protect the space that we are in. It's going to try and protect it because it's trying to keep you safe. The problem is that safe isn't necessarily present. Safe, we can be safe and present. The way we do that is we create our own safety, we create our own awareness by paying attention to what's going on around us. But when our ego is creating a safety, it doesn't cause a present feeling, it feels more like fear, and fear is about past or future tripping. So when we're in that space of repeating the same word over and over again, get a little deeper, go underneath that feeling. What is this feeling coming from? Or how is it, what is it causing? What is it doing to our bodies? You know, you might say, I'm feeling frustrated. Okay, what are you feeling? I'm feeling tension in my shoulders. And then you take a breath and you notice that your shoulders drop and you think, am I still feeling frustrated? Maybe not. Maybe I'm feeling something else. So that's the goal there. Okay. So let's get back. What are you feeling? Breathe. Is it yours? Breathe. What are you feeling? Breathe. Is it yours? Breathe. What are you feeling? Breathe. Is it yours? Breathe. What are you feeling? Breathe. Is it yours? Breathe. When you ask yourself, is it mine? Notice that the deeper we go into our feelings, sometimes we carry with us the weight and the baggage of other people's beliefs about us. And so when we ask ourselves, is it mine? As we go deeper and deeper, we realize that some of those thoughts and feelings that we're having aren't actually our feelings and thoughts. And so when we can say, no, it's not mine, I can let that go. I'm not feeling that way anymore because it's not even mine. And especially as empaths or highly sensitive people, we have to be mindful that we take on a lot of traits and energies and vibrations and feelings from other people. And we carry those with us as if they're ours. And we don't have to. So keep asking yourself this question: what am I feeling? And then breathe. And is it mine? And breathe. If you wish to, take a moment to do that by yourself. See where it goes, see where it takes you, and then come back here, because the next thing I'm going to do is take us through a little process around becoming more present and allowing ourselves to let go of the old patterns. Just a little brief meditation to get us more centered and in our bodies. Because once you feel like you've had some emotional response or reaction to going deeper and deeper and deeper into your feelings, you're going to break past that ceiling, that glass ceiling that we create for ourselves. You're going to break through it and get onto the other side, but you're not going to know what to do with that new space and that new energy and vibration because it's new. And so I'm going to be doing a meditation next that's going to help you get a lot more present with allowing yourself to be in the new space and own it. Okay, so take a moment now to pause this video and ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Then breathe. Then, is it mine? Then breathe. And keep doing that until you feel like I'm done, I'm spent, or I've had some emotion come up and I'm feeling much more present. I'm feeling much more in my body, much more grounded and centered and aware of myself. And then come back here and we'll do this meditation. So, welcome back. Let's do a meditation. Go ahead and center yourself. Close your eyes. Put your hands on your heart or your chest. And breathe into your chest. Breathe into your heart. Breathe into your awareness of what you just did. And give yourself a little pat on the back. Truly, pat yourself on the back. Good job, self. Take another breath into your heart and think of something that you're very grateful for in this moment. Breathe that gratitude into your heart and back out through your heart into the world. And keep breathing that gratitude in and out through your heart by saying, I am grateful for, and then name it. Breathe in to your heart. I am so grateful for, name it. Breathe out through your heart. So now that we're present and in our hearts, this new energy and vibration has cleared away any old patterns and ideas and beliefs that you had about yourself prior to this exercise. But now that you've kind of cleared all that stuff out, it creates a new space that feels empty or open. So what we're going to do is, with our hands on our chest, pour love and energy into our hearts. Just pour that love in there. Imagine it as whatever color makes you feel joyful and peaceful and happy. Breathe that color into your heart. Breathe that color into the space that felt empty a moment ago and is now being filled up with a whole new energy and vibration. It might be sparkly, it might be multicolored, it might be liquid, it might be just pure, clean air. Whatever it is, just imagine it filling up that space that has been cleared of the old patterns and beliefs. Breathing that in, really giving ourselves permission to own this new energy and vibration, even if it feels unfamiliar. So, noticing and recognizing a whole new energy and vibration that is filling you up from toe to head and overflowing and spilling out. This is my new vibration. This is my new energy. This is my new self, my new awareness of me. Empowered, present, strong, confident, courageous, joyful, happy, abundant, prosperous, grace filled, love filled. Yes, 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 yes. Feeling that yes, trusting that yes, knowing that this energy and this vibration is yours. And anytime you wish, you can come back to this exercise, whether by yourself or listening to me walk you through it again. This is an exercise that you can use anytime you feel stuck, anytime you feel like you're struggling or suffering or unhappy. Come back to this exercise and let it take you through the whole next level of the new vibration and energy that you're manifesting for yourself. Remind yourself right now, right here, you are worth it. I am worth it. Say that to yourself. The world needs me to show up and be authentic and be myself. Take one more deep breath filled with gratitude. Let it lock in to your heart, to your energy field, to your body, your mind, your spirit, your awareness of self. Lock in this loving, gratitude-filled space. Drop your arms down. And when you feel ready, blink your eyes open. Welcome to this new vibration. Welcome to this new energy. This is your experience, your life. We don't need to give our lives away to other people. We don't need to lower our vibrations to a point where other people take advantage of us and take us for granted. We get to be our authentic, powerful, beautiful, amazing selves. The world needs us to be that. Thank you so much for giving yourself permission to go through this process. It's not an easy one, but once you've done it a couple of times, it gets easier and easier. Be you out loud. The world needs you. Have a blessed and beautiful day. I'll see you next week on Tuesdays with Terra.